Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. I'm Orion. We are back with some more Spell Brigade. I just did a video the other day, and then bam! As soon as I do that, of course, they put out a surprise update. No new content for this update, but it seems like they wanted to get all their buffs, nerfs, and game adjustments out of the way. And it seems really crazy, some of the buffs that they did in this game, because some of the things they buffed, I am surprised that they buffed. We'll go over this super quickly, and then we'll jump into a game. You see, we're 6 days away right here from the content update, but I guess they wanted to sort of get these buffs and adjustments out of the way. So let's go over real quick some of the stuff that they did. Enemies in difficulty, they reduced enemy spawn rates, and then they slightly reduced enemy difficulty scaling in severe and hardcore threat levels. Yeah, that seems okay. I mean, a lot of people, I guess, were kind of complaining about how the game was working before, you know, enemy spawns seemed to be too high, but I kind of liked it. And then in terms of spells, I'm not going to go over everything they did. I'm just going to go over what they buffed. They buffed damage for Aura Wings. They buffed damage for Aether Beam and decreased casting speed. They buffed damage for Falling Stars. Buffed damage for Astral Orbs. Buffed damage for Vengeful Spout. Buffed damage for Solar Pulse. They increased damage, cast speeds, and size for Talon Slash. They increased damage for Talon Slash when playing as Baltazar. They increased damage for Rocky Road. Boom, there you have it. A bunch of spells got buffed, which is crazy because most of those spells I named are all pretty good spells already. And then they buffed them. So now those spells are going to be even stronger. Augments. They buffed a couple Moonerang augments. One of them's really big, like deal critical damage at furthest point from 15% to 100% critical damage. That's a huge buff. Falling Star, Astral Orb, Magic Missile, like all the ones that got those aim at highest HP, those got their damage buffed. Talon Slash got more buffs. And then the relics are the ones that are kind of interesting to me, because this is the big one. Savior Focus. Savior Focus. That's the one where you get 25% critical damage when you revive someone. One of the strongest, if not the strongest, relic in the game. They buffed it. They didn't nerf it, they buffed it. So now it's going to be, they buffed it from 25 to 35%. That's nuts. I couldn't believe that when I read that. I was like, are you sure you wanted to buff that one and not nerf it? Because that one felt really, really strong. And now it's going to be even stronger. The Alchemic Overload, they increased elemental damage from 5 to 10. Some of the other ones, Attunement, cast speed from 10 to 15. They nerfed Vital Strike. It's not a major one, so honestly, I doubt you'll even really notice. But they decreased healing from 0.5% to 0.4% of damage done. I don't think that's going to really do too much to that game. I mean, it's like a 20% nerf, but ultimately I don't think that's really going to matter too much, because 0.5 felt like you were always at full health anyways. Damage nerfing it to 0.4, it kind of feels like you'll probably still feel like you're at full health, especially with all these damage increases that they just buffed. Power of Friendship increased damage gain from 15 to 20%, and then they did nerf some of the elemental infusions. Wildfire, they said they slightly decreased burn multiplier, and then same for lightning. But acid got supposedly a huge buff. Acid greatly increased damage bonus multiplier of all infusions. So acid got a huge buff. Wildfire and lightning got a minor buff. And then that's pretty much it. So in like 5 or 6 days here, whenever you're watching this, that's when the big content update is going to drop. So we'll be playing a lot of videos then. We're going to jump into a multiplayer game right now, though. So I'm going to do a quick pause and edit, and we'll jump in when we have our crew. All right, we are back. So we are going to be joined by Coalfire, who is going to be playing Baltazar. Mr. Entropy is going to be playing Byrony, the plant one, and then Shifty is going to be playing the moon one, which I think these are good choices because these ones seem to have got the most significant changes. I'm going to be running Aldrich with Aether Beam, which did get a significant damage buff, but there was kind of a slight nerf with it where it did get the casting speed lowered a little bit. So I'm curious to see what that's going to look like with this weapon. And yeah, I'm excited to kind of see what these changes are going to look like in the game. I'm hoping they didn't over buff the game. That's kind of maybe my only worry. So we'll see. You know, like they nerfed the enemies too much and then over buffed the spells and relics. I don't know. We'll see. But that's my only worry. Because I know there's going to be... So Moon Mage right here. Moon Mage got a huge buff. Big critical damage for one of their augments. And then I know with the update coming out next week that I think the Moon Mage is getting more updates too, where they're sort of adjusting their augments, I think. That's kind of what was teased in the development cycle. So Moon Mage could become a top tier character here. So the damage, man, the damage does feel really high. 140, 251. That does seem pretty good. See, now this is kind of what I'm maybe worrying about here. Like, if the spawn rates are too low again, then I'm afraid that these beginning waves are going to be a little slow and tedious, kind of like they were before. The nice thing about whatever they did before is the game kept you on your toes the whole time, and I liked it. I liked it. So we'll see. We'll see what this game feels like. We're going to do 3 waves today. We'll see if it's too easy, too hard. I'm hoping it feels good. We'll see. And as always, if you want to join in the community co-op games, jump in the Discord. We play a lot of different games. People are, again, always in the Discord. This game has slowed down a little bit because, again, the last update wasn't so hot. This next update, though, seems really good, and I've heard some good things about it. So, you know, this game could jump back up in popularity here again relatively soon. That's a good critical update. Or upgrade. I definitely need to start getting some split beams. I'll probably go... I think what I'll go for this one is I think I'll go Acid Lightning. Acid got a huge buff, and if I'm gonna go Acid with this spell, I feel that I should go Lightning also. Just so we can spread all of that as much as we can. Because Lightning with this spell is generally pretty good. So, and since Acid got a huge buff, we'll see. I'll see if other people beat me to infusions too. If enough other people go Acid, then we won't, but we'll play it by ear. We'll see what else everybody else does. Because the last run we did, 2 people went not Falling Stars. I went Falling Stars, but 2 people went Acid, and it ended up being pretty good. I don't want everybody to do Acid. Only like 2 people need to go Acid. All right, I'm gonna go with the Critical Chance. Critical Chance is gonna be even better this game. I can't believe they buffed Savior Focus. That seems, I don't know. Like I don't get it. Like maybe they, because not only did they nerf the game, so they nerfed the game in terms of making it easier. But now they buffed a majority of the spells and stuff. So that's just why I'm worried about. I wonder if the game's going to be too easy now. But then the augments they did, or the relics they did buff, like Savior Focus, I don't know why. And I'm curious. I would love to just hear the reasoning for that, because that was... Savior Focus was by far probably the most popular pick especially among like us, like all the people that I play with. Everyone almost always picks Savior Focus. I always pick Savior Focus if it's available. Okay, I forgot we were doing an objective. So let's come destroy the last of these statues. What are, oh man, I'm not even hitting anything. Oh, come on. Just trying to destroy that statue. Alright, let's do the additional projectile. I'm really excited for this next update, though. I think this has been the most excited I've been for an update recently. Other than when... I think the last update I was really excited for was when they kept teasing a new headquarters. I was pretty excited for that because it's partially my fault, but then again, it's partially, honestly, I think it's partially on the devs. Because it wasn't just me that was disappointed by it, but I think we all thought we were going to get a headquarters, like an actual hub that you can move your character around in before a game started. I remember that update, and I remember being so disappointed when it ended up just being a splash, like a new background screen for the loading menu or the waiting room. And I was so disappointed because it felt like they baited us, you know? You can't advertise a new headquarters as one of your brand new features for the game and then have it be just a new background art. I was really excited for that one though, because, but again, that's partially on me because maybe I got my hopes up a little bit too much, but yeah, I remember that one. But this one feels pretty cut and dry. Possibly new boss. Possibly new boss mechanics. New mage. New spell. And then a couple things like that. So if they put all of that in this update, I think that'll be a pretty strong update compared to the last ones. Man, I really need to get lightning here. Okay, so so far we have fire and we have acid. So we have one person with acid right now. I'm gonna do that armor with the chance that we may or may not take offense defense. But honestly, I might need to sort of power rush my spell here to at least get lightning. Because I'm going to get lightning first. We'll get lightning first. And then from there, for my last one, I'll see if we get poison or not. So is that... what is that plant? Oh no, that plant's still level 6. Okay. Oh, here's the thing. Alright, let's do... Okay, we'll do the movement, or not the movement speed, the spell damage. I wanted the movement speed, but I think we'll pass on that for now. Man, he's just like a little bit faster than me. I'm interested to see how well... I mean, that seems like... That talon swipe seemed like it was doing a good amount of damage right there. Okay, I'm not going to do the healing yet. I'll take the healing maybe next. The plant can heal. We'll have a couple healers, which is nice. I'll be able to heal. The plant will be able to heal. And that's... Oh, talon claws can heal too, but talon claws are... That's a dumb one to have healing on. But we'll end up having 3 healing spells. Come on. I really want to get this lightning, but I'm not passing up on 9% crit chance. It kind of feels that they buffed crit chance too at some point. You know how we were talking about how they buffed dodge chance, how it seems to show up more? It kind of seems that they might have done the same with crit chance, because the last run I did, I ended up getting to 80% crit chance by almost halfway through the first wave. And everybody else was the same too. I checked everybody else's stats after the game, and they were all like close to 80% crit chance. And it's like, dang, did they buff that? Okay, so we have ice. We have, oh, that's cool. We have ice, fire, and acid. So, I mean, well, now I'll definitely go lightning, and then we'll consider our last infusion. Okay, good, because I want to do spell here, because now I'm one away. This spell definitely needs acid, or not acid, lightning. There's not a lot of spells where I go, this spell definitely needs this infusion. This is definitely one of them, though. This one I feel needs acid. This one, or I keep saying acid, needs lightning. This one needs lightning. And you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it too, if they nerf the amount of enemies that spawn, that means it's gonna nerf the amount of XP we get. So we might end up being... Oh man, come on, don't make me reroll too much here. You gotta be... Okay, there we go, lightning. So we might actually end up feeling like a little bit weaker too if we're not leveling up as high. Okay, well now we at least got lightning. Okay, well, I'm gonna do Savior Focus. Yeah. See, now it's 35%. So, I'll take that. I mean, it's only useful if people die, though. So, I mean, I guess maybe that's the reason why they buffed it. If nobody's dying, it's not doing anything. So maybe they were just finding, like, they obviously have all the data, so maybe they were finding people weren't dying enough and people weren't getting the buffs that they should be with that spell. That's really the only thing I can think of. Okay, we'll go cooldown. They did nerf the plant too, in a way. It probably is a nerf. I mean, they buffed the damage and all that, but remember how we were able to get these gigantic plants? It's because they said it was multiplicative instead of additive. So they changed it. So now it just adds the damage instead of multiplying it. And the size. So you would just get these giant plants that took up the whole screen almost. Okay, so if someone else takes acid, I'll probably go full thunder. I'll probably go full thunder if at least one more person takes acid. Because we have acid claws. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, statues again. I still am not a fan of how when you split your spell, it does less and less damage. I still don't like that at all. I think if they wanted to do anything, instead of buffing damage for spells, just get rid of the splits. I think that would be, I think I'd be fine with that. Cause yeah, I don't like the split damage stuff. Because I still think it's worthwhile to split, especially if you have acid. I mean, any sort of your infusions. If you're splitting your spell, you're gonna put your infusion on more, your element on more enemies. So it's generally almost always worthwhile to still split, but it does hurt your damage. That was the first critical damage I've seen. And again, no one has died yet, so my savior focus is not being used. What'll make this run interesting too is I feel that none of us took any of the OP spells. You know, none of us are running the OP ones like Falling Stars, or Aurora Wings. Some of the really buff ones. So again, this will be a good run to see if these buffs to these spells make it so these ones can sort of carry a run. Okay, and I think we'll take healing next here. So I'll go with healing as my next augment. Assuming it shows up. It might not show up. There we go, healing. Okay, so we'll take converts to healing now. Okay, we'll do the luck. Let's do cooldown. Okay, so I think we have 3 people, or 2 people with acid now. I think Shifty took acid, so we definitely won't go acid. Let's do the base critical damage. So let's see if we can get some heals on Shifty here. Glad we took the heals when we did. I think that was a good time to take it. Because now it's gonna, the game's obviously gonna get a little bit harder. Okay, is that void? Is that dark? Oh man. Oh, okay. I'm gonna take the movement speed. That's rare that I pass up a critical chance like that. But I did take that high armor earlier, and I'm just kind of... Movement speed is always good, I'm never gonna be mad about getting movement speed. But just in case we get offense, defense. Oh, there's our first death. And my first revive for critical damage. Oh, man, I didn't even hear these guys. This is why movement speed will never be a bad pick. Okay, so I'm not gonna go acid anymore. I think I'm gonna go full thunder. I think we'll just go full thunder. We have 2 people with acid right now. I'm gonna do the base critical. The crit stuff is just by far the best way to up your damage in this game. Let's see, yeah, let's... it's still so weird to me that those claws are healing spells. I honestly hope that they get rid of it. I would rather them just be like, you know, we made a mistake with this. the claws shouldn't be a healing spell. They really shouldn't. I mean, if you ask me, there should only be, I don't know, maybe the aura wings I'm okay with. I think it makes a lot of sense with Aether Beam. Maybe something like Solar Pulse. And then maybe Necro Whirl. But the other ones, yeah, no. Like the plant healing, I don't know. Those just never sat right with me. Yeah, so that is dark. So that'll be nice. We haven't run, I personally haven't run dark in a long time. Not since the last nerf they did to it. Where they nerfed the crit damage and crit chance. They made it a flat number instead of what you did. Okay, we can do the cooldown. Okay, so I'm going thunder here. So yeah, let's go thunder. And then this one, okay, we'll go offense, defense. Okay, I like what we're doing right now. I like the thunder. I like the healing. I like that we have 2 people with acid, and then we have some fire. I think we have a good mix. Oh man, took my hand off the controller for 1 second. But I think this will be good now. Because we all hit at least level 14, so now we have our 2 infusions. A little bit of dark will be cool too, because I'll be curious to see how that does. Alright, I'm gonna do the base movement speed since we did take offense defense. So I'm personally off to a great start with the relics. I think getting offense, defense, and critical savior was pretty good. And then I'll take this. That's gonna lower my movement speed, but give me a pretty big damage buff. And I'm still okay at 32% movement speed. I'll take the XP because I actually have been taking XP gains here, so I'll get the magnets. Ooh, let's do the luck. It's early in the game, and that was a really good luck pickup, so let's do that. Okay, let's go cooldown. Take it. Alright, I'm gonna do the base movement. Oh, I'm gonna get hit. Dang it. That was a misplay. I think it would be nice if there was a better sound warning for those guys. Sort of how there is for the beavers. You know when the beavers are coming, usually. Okay, we could do the dodge. Kind of try to build up. I could use a little bit more HP. I kind of like doing these overall builds now, too. Getting a good amount of dodge, a good amount of HP. Because it seems to be easier to get crit stuff up now without having to sacrifice all these other things. So it seems that I can kind of get a little bit of everything a little bit easier now. But again, we might be lower leveled than we usually are. Because if they reduce the enemy spawn rate, that might lower the amount of levels we get. Okay, so now we have, let's do the XP gain again. We need a code word for people who have a lot of XP gain, I think. See, we're already up to 65% crit chance. My crit damage is a little low. I haven't really seen good pickups for that yet. And again, no one's really... We only had one death this whole run, and luckily I was able to get that revive. But yeah, we'll go cooldown. But yeah, other than that, no real good crit damage upgrades here. We haven't seen a good legendary 50% or anything. Okay, let's see what we can do here with this boss. I'm actually gonna save my rerolls. I'm gonna save my rerolls. Just in case I get, Humble Ascension, where for each common we see. So I'll save my rerolls for that, so I can reroll and see more commons. So right now, this feels too easy. It kind of feels like there's not enough enemies coming at us right now, but this is the first wave, so we'll see. The second wave will get a little bit harder, but right now this definitely feels too easy because this is the kind of boss fight stuff I don't like. I don't like when we can just stand here and literally just do this the whole time. That's not fun for anyone. They did tease a new boss mechanic though for this boss though, where he shoots out orbs, kind of like how probably I guess similar to Rune Burst, where he's gonna shoot out orbs in a random direction at you. Yeah, see, that was easy, and now I'm afraid that this part is gonna become too easy. I hope it's not. Okay, I'm gonna do that critical chance again. So 74%. Just bonkers. Bonkers how quickly we got that. Okay, augment will do. Ooh. You know, I think I'm okay with that. I can always get that augment later. I think I'm okay with that legendary upgrade though. Okay, I think there's gonna be a relic somewhere. Let's go. Oh, someone found it. Okay, so we have XP gain, revive speed. These, like, no matter how much they buff these, I still don't think they're gonna be really that good. Delayed fate. That's a maybe. That could be a maybe. I have two pretty good damage ones already, so I think we can go with that one. This one's pretty good, but I haven't been taking dodge. Yeah, let's go with delayed fate. Because who knows what we're going to get on our next ones. I'm okay with delayed fate. I'm going to use my 3 rerolls right away, though. Or at least 2 of them. Let's use 2 of my rerolls, and then we'll sit on that last one. So now this is what I was kind of afraid of. Just these early waves not doing anything. Everything's converted. Everything's converted. There's not enough enemies. You know, this is what I really liked about what we had before, where it was kind of chaotic the whole time. I don't want these slow moments at all in this game. You know, I don't want to see these slow moments at all. I think they need to change this if they're gonna do. For endless mode, I don't think it makes sense to do to make the game easy again like this. I think they need to keep the spawn rate going. I mean, maybe even get rid of the wave cycle. I don't know how they would do it. I mean, I still want to fight bosses every once in a while, you know, and I still want to do objectives. You know, they could just make it a timer. Every 5 minutes an objective shows up, every 20 minutes a boss shows up, and then you just keep playing like that. And then the game just keeps getting exponentially harder as you play. The wave cycle where it slows down like this, and I don't really like this. I liked it before. Okay, clear the sludge. Okay, critical chance again. So that gives us 78. I think the game sort of caps you in a way. It caps you at 80. I think that's what the crit chance is. So once you get to 80 or higher, you don't see it anymore. But you can still get higher than 80. So if I were to get lucky right here and get a 12% crit chance, a legendary, then that would put me up to 90. But I think once you get to 80, I don't think we'll see upgrades anymore for that. Because I think the game will cap that. We're almost done. Just a butt hair away. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna kind of avoid this one for a while because this one ruins the heal. I hope they fix this at some point too, because if you're targeting the enemy with the most health, you're almost never targeting your allies then and healing them, and that kind of sucks. It sucks when you can't heal your allies anymore. Like, if they're too low on health, it's not going to target them. So that's definitely something that can be corrected. You know, your heal, if you have a heal, it should always prioritize healing. No matter what. kill as many of these bastards as I can. These guys should drop a ton of XP too, that'd be nice. Dark is actually working out pretty well here. It seems to be converting a lot of enemies. We're definitely lower level too. Definitely lower level. I want to go back and look at my last video just to see where we were at after one wave. And I even have, I mean, I have 82%. Oh, I need to use my rerolls too, dang it. Okay, we'll just use them here. Okay. So, yeah, because I want to make sure to use my rerolls, but I don't know. I don't want to just use them to use them, because I want that delayed fate to kick in. I feel so heavy. I'm 22% speed, which is pretty slow, but I feel, I don't know, I feel extra heavy. Maybe because I'm a gold character and that's making me feel heavy. Yeah, the XP gain just feels like it's coming to a crawl at this point too. We gained 1 level since I talked about it. Now I have 103. That'd be nice too if they adjusted some of these techs. A lot of them aren't really useful. You know, some of them are fun, but I wouldn't call them useful. It'd be cool if they added useful ones. Things are like, I have XP gain, or I'll get the magnets. Things like that, all support. So that way you know that person's gonna get acid and stuff, or acid and ice. All go damage. I don't know. Things like that. I have revive buffs. You know? Let people know that you got the revive relic, or at least they could at least show you what relics people have too. You know, right under their spells, or right under their names, maybe. Right next to their names. You could do it right next to their names. But then you would have to know what the icons were. Those plants are still pretty big. I feel my damage is, oh no. I don't know how Shifty's doing, but Shifty might have. I'll do my last reroll there. Alright, I guess we'll do we could do more luck. So I should have pretty high luck going forward now. So now I'm not going to do any more rerolls. I want to see what that damage is going to be. All right. I gotta get some more. I gotta get another movement speed upgrade here, though. I'm starting to become too slow. 15% is really slow. Those plants look cool, though. I like how they look. Not void. I don't know what. I don't remember what all the names are, but that's ice and dark. So, whatever that is. Critical chance. So there we go. 87% crit chance. My crit damage is still so low, though. That's still so low. 280. Haven't seen a good one. And and we haven't. No one's. There's literally only been one death so far. Maybe that's why they buffed it, because they knew people were gonna be dying less in the new update. People probably won't die as much anymore because the game's gonna be a little bit easier. So let's buff this. Maybe that was the reason why. So now, unless people die on purpose, yeah, I don't know. Because right now this definitely feels a lot easier than what it was before. Oh, we have to do... Yeah, let's come up here. Alright, I'm not gonna take any more of that armor. Let's do the max HP. I don't wanna be any slower than I am. I'm too slow already. Those are some good-sized claws, though. Those are good. But yeah, that's huge. Those are good. Run! Oh, that's not fair. That's not fair. No, what the hell? They all came from the same direction too, the same spot. How many are there? How many waves are there right there? Holy cow. Man, I got healed up by those plants super fast though. Wow, that got chaotic. Okay, this is starting to get hard. I need to get out of here. I need to clear myself. Now we're fine. This is why I hate being slow. Man, those guys came right on top of me, and I think I got hit multiple times because I was kind of running with them. My damage is not where it needs to be. I have good damage percentage numbers, but man, I really need to get that crit damage up. We need to see some good crit upgrades here. feel like I'm walking. Which I kind of am, I guess. Oh, watch out. Okay, come on. I need, I really want this luck to start kicking in too. I have a lot of luck. I need to see, what we need to see is that 50% legendary damage upgrade. The legendary, that's crit damage, 50%. Give it to me. I wonder if I can get up here. Oh, shoot. We're trapped, Cole! Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh, how much do you have dodge, Cole? Coalfire must have dodge. Man, I was not making it out of there. Let's go with damage. I'll go pick up some XP. Okay, let's... Oh, there we go. Thank you. Thank you so much. That was exactly what I asked for. Okay, I'm getting revived. Thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh, please don't die again. Let me at least get out of here, thank you. That was kind of funny, though. I'm surprised Coalfire made it out of there. Oh, man. We'll do the movement speed. That's why sometimes it's dangerous to hang out with each other too. Because a lot of times you'll notice when we play, a lot of people kind of split up. Makes it easier to move through the enemies that way. I want to get this, but I don't know if I... Oh! That was... Ah, man, I knew that was kind of risky going for that. Because then they were going to collapse on me, which they did, but... Bummer that I didn't get that. Oh, come on. See, this is where the luck's gonna start paying off. Start seeing all those legendaries. I'm glad we got that legendary crit damage, but I still want to be... At this point in the game, I would like to be at around 500, you know? And these plants are still huge. Those are still huge plants. That's for sure. I don't know if that's worth it. I'm gonna do the critical damage again. I'm not as interested in the range. It doesn't really feel like I need that much range right now on this spell. Especially since I'm super slow anyways. There's always gonna be enemies around me. Those claws don't seem too bad now. You can tell they're substantially larger than what they used to be. Alright, whatever. Is he in a perpetual state of stun? What is happening? I mean, he's not stunned, clearly, but it looks like he is. Isn't his HP usually red? And then it only turns yellow when he's stunned? It's stuff, seeing this kind of stuff always makes me question my sanity. I played this game, you know, I probably have a couple hundred hours in this game. But yeah, I still don't, now that I see a yellow health bar, I'm just, isn't his health bar usually red? I think it is. See, because yeah, then he gets stunned and his health turns yellow then. Man, yeah, this is gonna be a longer boss fight. We're not doing a ton of damage, but we're doing good enough damage to at least make it noticeable. Don't hit me. I really don't want to get slower. Oh man. Oh yeah. See, now his health is back to being red. No, gotta get on the boss so I can do that stun damage. Retreat. Yeah, this is a long boss fight. Oh, that was lucky. I saw the magnet and I kind of questioned my direction that I wanted to go. Yeah, our damage kind of sucks. I will say that our damage compared to that first fight is not doing too great. He's not even halfway dead yet. I was looking at the health regeneration, but I don't think I need it because there's enough of us that have heals, even though I am low on health. That was really the only reason why I was kind of like, ooh, I could use that right now, but I could just go run by someone's spells. Where is this? I definitely think this is still something the devs need to figure out with this game, is making this boss fight a little bit more interesting instead of making it just a massive HP enemy. I'm gonna get hit here. I got a dodge there. That was lucky. You know, make them more mechanically hard and less just bullet sponge hard. Because these boss fights, some of these boss fights take like 20 minutes. No joke. If this one probably is going to take 10 to 20 minutes. And unless I start seeing some insane crit damage upgrades, you know, I don't think my damage is really going to be that great. Yes, I saw that red. I was like, please be base critical damage. Thank you. 420 crit damage now. We're getting up there. I mean, it's taken a while, but that was basically 100% crit upgrades we got since I kind of mentioned that we weren't getting any. Oh, come on. He shouldn't get that off. Oh my goodness. Where did that swarm come from? I need to get hit by some of these plants. Oh my gosh, lucky that guy was slowed. These guys are starting to become too fast for me. Uh-oh. Shifty's down. Where's Shifty? Up here? Uh-oh. Down goes Coalfire. Yeah, the enemies are starting... They're just becoming too fast, but I think the boss is dead right here. Okay, that's 70% crit damage right there. Oh my gosh, how's he not dead yet? He has like no HP. Oh my goodness. That was a very long boss fight. These boss fights are too long. Okay, these enemies are gonna be super fast. We're gonna have to kill these guys off. Again, I don't think I'm gonna take this. The base damage is cool, but I don't want to lose out on that healing. I don't know. Okay. There's enough healing with the plants. The plants have healing. Someone else's spell has healing. The claws. I definitely feel the XP gains though, because we're only level 74. I kind of think that we were in 74 a lot, like almost at the end of, almost at the end of the first wave. when we were playing before. I really want to look it up. I might try to pull it up real quickly here on the next level up screen we get. I might look at that. So I think I can pull it up in 30 seconds. These plants are amazing healers. Okay, so we'll do one more wave here. I like those claws though. I like how big they are now. They seem to do pretty good. I still hate standing still though. It's still gonna be my least favorite thing to do in this game. Yeah, this should get us our level up. Okay, you ready? Okay, set, go. Okay, I'm gonna look real quick. YouTube. Luckily, it's like one of my most recent videos. Okay, so I'm pulling this up. So I'm gonna try to find the end of the wave. What level were we? So yeah, by the end of wave 1, we were 74. By the end of wave 2, we were 106. So yeah, huge nerf in levels. We were 106 after 2 waves. We're about 30 levels lower than what we were before. So it almost everything kind of balances out. So I mean, maybe I guess that's kind of why they maybe buffed stuff. Yeah, maybe that's why. Maybe that's why everything got a buff, because we are 30 levels lower after 2 waves. I mean, this is what level we were after 1 wave in my last video, in our last run. Oh man, I'm gonna miss those days because I like that. That's probably why my crit damage is lower. You know, because we're just not seeing it as much. All right, that'll probably be the last one I take. And I even have a lot of XP gain. But that doesn't seem to matter. It's definitely because of the spawn rates. Oh man, I love leveling up so much like that though. But I mean, I guess I get it. I messed these guys up. Come here. This last boss fight I am not looking forward to. I'm not looking forward to this 3rd boss fight. If that's how long that last fight took, this next one's gonna be a doozy, because again, we're not gonna get much stronger. We're gaining XP so slowly here. We're not gonna get much stronger here for this 3rd boss. Now we're at least at 510, so I mean our crit stuff is looking a lot better now compared to, I don't know, 30 minutes ago. We got way better. The plants are making it a little hard to see though, that's for sure. Yeah, okay. That ended up working out. I thought I may or may not have taken a hit there, but it's fine. Alright, let's do the spell cooldown. Does this count as a reroll for my delayed fate? Probably does. Again, I don't really care about range. I mean, what do I need? At this point in the game, it feels that the range is borderline useless, so I'm just probably not really gonna pick it. I think there's been very little scenarios where I need more range. I think the game feels okay though right now. The amount of enemies is fine. It doesn't seem overly easy or drastically hard right now. I don't know. I really enjoyed the chaos that the last update brought, with just those varied spawn rates and how chaotic it can seem sometimes. I think I enjoyed that a whole lot. There was a couple games that were super fun because it just got so chaotic. Well, there's the crab right in front of me. 42% dodge. I'm gonna have to run. Oh man. Oh, he's coming up this way. Okay, that's good. But God, I'm so slow. I'm way too slow. This is why I hate being slow in this game. I think we have okay stats. I'm not overly impressed with anything. I think my crit damage ended up being, or my crit chance is really the only thing that is impressive with this run. 84%, 87%. My crit damage is getting okay, but nothing spectacular. My movement speed sucks. My dodge rate is okay. You know, everything about this feels okay. I want to... It's always hard to tell how good the build is, though, until the end. At least damage number-wise. Because I think I'm doing okay for this spell. I feel that I'm doing pretty good damage here. Nothing insane, but pretty good. And I never like to look at stats until the end of the game. Okay, we'll go base critical damage, or at least you know overall stats. This is gonna be a long game too. This is almost gonna be a 2-hour game. That's too long for 3 waves. I gotta be honest. By the time we kill this boss, this could be a 2-hour video. That's too much. Yeah, I think Coalfire has some pretty good dodge here. We'll have to go, I guess I'll go left. I don't know which way to go. Feels that we're all over on this side, so... Yeah, we'll come over this way. There's only one left. There we go. I'm not even gonna bother trying to get it. Again, I don't think I care about that spell range. Because even if there's only one enemy in my range, you know, then we just do more damage with my non-split beam. So I don't care. I'd rather have that dodge, I think. Come on, that one bug sitting right on top of it. All right, I'm just gonna take the 25% there. I'm probably gonna take the hit here and get this. Oh, I got the dodge. That was nice. Spell size is useless. This will do cooldown. Our sound is starting to get all sorts of wonky now too. All the sound is getting cut out. I wanted to get that magnet, that's what I was trying for. Give it to me. Alright, well, we're almost to the boss fight, and we're at an hour and 30 minutes already. That's rough. And again, this boss fight, buckle up. This is gonna be a long boss fight. A little base damage. Haven't seen crit damage in a while. Been sitting at 530 for quite a bit. Would have really liked to get that up to 600 or something. But yeah, I think I've only gotten one revive. No, I got a couple. No, yeah, okay. I got like 3. At this point, I think I got 3 revives. So save your focus was definitely worth it, even if I did only get 3. That's still, you know, 100% crit damage. See, this is why I love this game. I love like moments like that where you just do like, oh, so that was sick. Oh, come on. These feel like 3 very useless upgrades. I guess we'll go range. Yeah, all 3 of those were literally useless. The boss fight is right here. We probably barely even get another level up anyways. boss will be here super soon. Here we are. All right. Oh my god. Look at that health bar. That's so stupid. This is so stupid. If you have to have that much HP, come on. That's literally ridiculous. You know, that's the kind of stuff that should only be showing up if you did like 20 waves worth, 20 or 30 waves worth of content here. The fact that we're seeing exponential numbers at wave 3, this is ridiculous. That's so crazy to me. Man, some bad picks again. These suck. These last two level ups have been horrible. Again, I don't want any more range. The pickup distance is kind of useless right now. I guess the HP. Okay, I'm gonna look at the time. Because we're at 1 hour 34 minutes right now. And we've already been doing this fight for a few minutes, so let's see how long it takes to kill this boss. So 134. I think he's dying on purpose so we can get the revives. Which, if that's what he's doing, you know, smart. Because, I mean, we have 10 revives. It's funny that it doesn't even... It almost seems like he can't die, though, because I think he has... I think he must have a ton of dodge. It's kind of just sitting right on top of the boss. What is with these level ups here? Again, absolutely horrible. The last 3 level ups, absolute garbage. I almost want to re-roll this and just get rid of the... Because I'm just going to re-roll it. Come on. I know that ruins my luck, but... come on. Cut me a break here. Okay, this I think I need to get out of here. This is starting to get too much. Yeah, that's a we need to get out of there kind of situation, I think. They're starting to overwhelm. Alright, I need to go see if I can... Oh, they already got the revives. Because, I mean, we can't... At this point, I don't think we should die anymore. I need to get back in the fight though. But I haven't been able to get back over there. I'm not gonna get that magnet. This is so dangerous. I can't even see. I can't even see what is going on here. Oh my gosh. I can't get off the boss. I feel that I need to be on the boss because I got all those revives. So I have some crazy damage right now. So look, I'm hitting for 4,000, 6,000. Just depends how many beams there are. Yeah, I can't outrun the explosions either now. Now we get bored. Base cooldown. So funny that I can't outrun the explosions. Yeah, I literally can't. I literally can't outrun them. No. This is going pretty well though. This is a pretty good strategy. Kind of trying to clear out all the enemies. And then us two on the boss. He's almost there. This is starting to slowly get overwhelmed. shoot. I think we're in trouble right here. Nope, he's stunned. Let's get him. He's dead. Come on, die. Oh no. Oh no, that was so close. No. How many revives? We got 3 revives. Yeah, Coalfire has some insane dodge, man. All right, he's so close to dying. It's like I just want to stay here and just do it. Come on. All right, sweet, we did it. You know, that wasn't like horrible. What's the time? That was about, okay, that was about a 10 to 15 minute fight. Somewhere right around there, 10 to 15 minutes. Because we're at what, 143 right now. So that was good. All right, Coalfire might have a hard time dying if he has a lot of dodge, which he clearly does. He just needs to take a couple big hits in a row. There he goes. Okay, Shifty is the same way. Shifty must have a lot of dodge too. Yeah. This is always the funnest part because, like I was saying, dodge is really easy to get in this game now. Okay, there he goes. You just need to get a couple hits in a row. Or just get a big hit. Okay, so let's see. We did so that was an hour and 20 minutes. Man, only 80. I guess it counts the gold I spent. So most objectives, most death. That was a lot of those deaths. Almost all those deaths were on purpose. Most elements fused, even though we all had the exact same. Then most damage taken. Okay, let's see. Number wise, it was okay. I mean, my critical damage is purely inflated here because we got all the revives that I got from Coalfire there at the end really stacked that up at the end, which was smart. 87 crit chance was great. 372% damage, pretty good. 32 luck, really good. 287 million, that seems like a good amount. Yeah, so 287 million. Entropy, that was overall, I mean, that was a lot of damage. Coalfire, we knew wasn't going to get any damage because one, Talons apparently still super suck, but Coalfire also had ice and acid, so no damage modifiers there. Yeah, the dark still did pretty good. So Mr. Entropy had dark and ice, I think, or was it dark and poison? Might have been dark and ice. And then I can't remember what shift he had. A couple people had ice, couple people had poison, so ended up being pretty good. And then I went all thunder. So damage wise, yeah, I think those damage numbers are pretty good. That was a pretty good run, I would say. So there we go, that's gonna be it. We'll probably jump back in again before the update for another video to maybe try out a few of the other spells that got buffed and see what happens. But then again, you know, it's hard to tell if they got buffed because before, I mean, they technically did, but before we were getting so many levels. Because again, like I said, after 2 waves, we were the same amount of levels. What level were we? Where does it show our actual level? Level 95. Yeah, after 2 waves in the previous, you know, just literally 2 days ago, I was 106 after 2 waves. This time it took 95. There are 3 waves to get to 95. But okay, that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy these videos, please like, subscribe, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.